G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and this time we've got a loud battle for you. It's going to be the Battle of the Screamers. I was going through my villains up on the shelf and looking through who we're going to play today, and I saw this model here and I thought, oh yeah, I don't know anything about her, like no idea who she is, what she's from, what she's all about, sort of thing. So so I looked her up, and it looks like her name is Scream, and then so that informed the rest of the hero team that you're about to see as well. So, but yeah, she's, I think, a villain from the Maximum Carnage set. So I think she's part of that multi-villain fight that you get with the latest Season 3 of Marvel United, and she's some sort of a symbiote character. So she's got she's going to be coming in with 6 health because we're going to be using 3 heroes today. But she's got this special setup as well that says replace the clear threats mission with the eradication mission. Threat tokens are not used in this game. We're not going to worry about supervillains here, but yeah, so she essentially doesn't have this clear threats mission. Now, if you have a look down here, our normal 3 missions that we would need to progress the game, we have the rescue civilians and defeat thugs as normal, so we'll be trying to do those things, but you'll notice that there's no clear threat, so we're not going to be worried about going around and clearing these threats. In fact, this is something that is a little bit different. I believe this is essentially her own mission, so she's going to be trying to clear this, which is called eradication instead. So that sort of locks us into doing these 2, because remember, to make her under pressure, essentially we need, if we complete the first mission, that puts her under pressure, which is a bad thing for us, but then we need to complete 2 missions to make her vulnerable so we can take her down. There's a little bit more to it than that with her, but yes, we're only really going to be locked into these 2 missions for this game, and let's find out why. So it says here, now this is the thing that really confused me, and at first I was I'm very lucky I sort of like stopped and checked and looked this up, because I was about to play this game completely wrong, but I think the name eradication on the title of this threat here is a clue to what's going on, because when I read this it says, when a henchman has 2 crisis tokens on them, immediately discard them and place 1 crisis token on the eradication mission. So I read that as, when the henchman has 2 crisis tokens on them, discard those crisis tokens, because it just says discard them. So I'm like, okay, well, it was talking about crisis tokens, so it's saying to get rid of the crisis tokens and put 1 of them instead on the eradication mission. And then if you look at all of the, or most of the henchmen, it says Lasher cannot be cleared or defeated. So they just sit there attacking you the whole time. So I thought, oh wow, this is going to be challenging, because they're going to sit here gaining these crisis tokens on them, and every time they get 2 of them, they'll disappear, and 1 will get put on the eradication mission, and then this will still be here to sort of gain more crisis tokens later on, sort of thing. And you can't do anything about these guys, you can't get rid of them, and therefore we're not going to be able to use the locations as well. But I believe what is supposed to happen is, when it says when a henchman has 2 crisis tokens on them, immediately discard them, them is referring to the henchman. So I think Scream is going around eating all the other symbiotes. So when a henchman has 2 crisis tokens on them, immediately discard that symbiote, and then place a crisis token on the eradication mission. And that kind of makes more sense to me with the name eradication. But I think that's, I don't know if anyone else has run into that. Am I the only one that wasn't clear about? But yeah, when it said them, I thought it was referring to the crisis tokens. All right, let's have a look. Heroes cannot interact with crisis tokens placed on the henchman and on the eradication mission by any means. So any of those characters that can remove crisis tokens and things can't help out in this battle. Scream cannot be damaged until the 2 missions are complete and the Venom henchman is defeated. So there's an extra henchman over here. He's different to the others, but he has this effect here. He cannot receive crisis tokens, so she's not placing crisis tokens on him, and also he cannot be damaged until the villain becomes under pressure. So we can't start attacking him until we've cleared at least 1 mission, and he's going to come in with 5 health since we have 3 heroes. Alright, so hopefully that's all clear as mud. Now let's have a look. Her BAM, she deals a damage to one hero in her location. Then she places a crisis token on a henchman in Scream's location if possible. And the reason I thought, oh, well, the reason that didn't trigger with me as to, oh, we're getting rid of the henchman is because there are a couple of spots, i.e. Venom, like we just saw, and also there's another one down here that are not the normal henchmen. So I thought that's what that if possible is about. If one or more civilians or thugs can't be added to a location, accelerate the villain turn by 1. And then if the heroes lose if the eradication mission is complete. So if she gets 4 of these guys, and there are only 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, if she gets all 4, we have lost. So yeah, I still think this is going to be a pretty tricky battle and going to be pretty hard, but I think it's going to be more fun than I was thinking, because I thought, oh, okay, they're not going to, we're never going to be able to get rid of these guys, so we'll never get to use the locations under them. So I thought, oh, that's a bit lame. But, that's, I don't think that's how that works. So, well, let's have a look at it now. We'll go around. So we'll start with Venom again. Just want to point out that he does a damage to each hero in his location. And we'll put his health on there. We have Riot. Now, he does 2 unpreventable damage to 1 hero in this location. Okay. And then Agony does 2 unpreventable damage to 2 heroes in this location. So she's just flat out better than Riot. Phage, I think his name is, deal 1 unpreventable damage to each hero in this location. So he only does 1, but to everybody. And we have, who's this? Lasher. Deals 1 damage to 1 hero in each adjacent location. Okay. Yikes. And if we have a look here, this is Scream. So she's certainly screaming there. And that's who we're going to be battling against. You might also notice that there's some Terrigen mist tokens all around the table here. So we are, of course, if this is a Battle of the Sound, we're definitely going to be using Black Bolt here. So we're going to be using him. He's got a starting hand card. And let's shuffle him up. He's not so effective. He's one of those characters that actually has some cards that aren't very effective if you don't take him with... who is it? Medusa, I think, is his partner in crime. So that's okay, but just something to bear in mind. I think he's still pretty good, though. Hypersonic Scream. 3 punches against a single target in the opposite location. Matter... Oh, he's got 3 special cards. Look at that. Matter and Energy Manipulation. Heroes in your location cannot take any damage until the beginning of your next turn, or perform a punch against each thug, henchman, and villain in your location. So again, not super helpful in this particular mission in terms of taking out these guys, but can be helpful for racing this agenda here. We have Terrigenesis. This is his starting hand card. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, during your turn you may reveal any Terrigen mist token in your location. If you do, immediately perform the corresponding action, so you're sort of forced to do it, which can be a bit of a pain with these if you're trying to sort of balance them and get them going at the same time. And I think that's all 3. Yep, fantastic. Alright, Mr. Black Bolt, that's what you're bringing to the party. Now, a couple of other screamers here. We have Banshee. Alright, so we'll shuffle him up. I don't think he's got any starting hand cards. Nope. Which is interesting because he is a mutant. But there you go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, what's he got? Another starting... He's got another special card here. Stunning Waves. Attach a stun... Now, this is what I think is going to be pretty handy here. Stun tokens to a villain or a henchman in your location. Next villain turn, their BAM is cancelled. So we can maybe stop some of the punishment coming our way, or maybe stop her from putting tokens down. Okay. He's got a single wild there. And... he's got Sonic Blasts. 2 punches in an adjacent location. Alright. There you go. Certainly we have a lot to deal with the thugs, but do we have a lot to deal with the civilians? I don't know. We'll have to have to get cracking. Alright, so we have Now, the other screamer we have here is Siryn, who is, I believe, Banshee's daughter. Yep. Raised by Black Tom Cassidy, but actually the daughter of Banshee. So there you go. Let's get 1, 2, 3. Again, I don't think she's got starting hand cards. But what has she got? Oh, double wilds. And we are playing on standard mode. That's how I like to play. So that's what we'll be doing. And, whoop, okay. she's moving and punching. All right. Very good. Oh, I did forget. My apologies. Let's have a quick little look here. I did forget to explain this one, didn't I? This is quite an important one. Psychotic behavior. It's a landing spot, and at the end of the villain turn, play another master plan card. And it doesn't say face down. It just means she gets an extra turn. A hero in this location may prevent this by taking a damage. This threat cannot be cleared or removed from play by any means. So are we going to try and bodyguard that spot? I don't know. Well, let's find out. Let's get down to the table and see how this goes. Okay, I don't think I showed these off. So here is Siryn, and here is Banshee. And the best screamer of them all, Black Bolt. Here we go. Okay, so although if he gets a little bit out of control, the whole board could just be wiped here, I guess. So we'll have to be careful. All right, well, let's see what Scream is up to. Now, there's another character called Shriek I could have done a sound battle on, couldn't I? And I guess we could have done it with Claw as well. But she was the one that I saw on the shelf, so she's the one we're using. All right, let's have a look here. How bad is this turn going to be for me? Let's find out. So she's moving 1. She is going to be placing, doing a damage in that spot, and then she's going to be placing a crisis token on Agony already. Okay, and then she's going to put a couple of civilians and a thug out. So the thug goes in her spot. Oops, so these two must go here. Ooh, that's getting pretty full already, isn't it? Oof. Alright. So is that right? Okay, so she moved, she landed in that spot, she's done a damage to a hero in her location, then place a crisis token on a henchman in her location. Yep, we did that. And what we actually forgot to do was the other BAM, so let's do that. This only affects this location, this only affects this location. This one luckily affects these two locations, so that's handy. And same thing here, same thing here. Alright, so we're okay for now. Alright, well, let's get started, shall we? We drew a card. We've got another one of these matter. Wow, we've got all our specials out. Matter, energy, and manipulation. So it's the same one as before. Did we get the Terragenesis going? I think we do, because I think I want to get rid of these. I think I want to get rid of these. I think I want to rescue as much as I can. I seem to have a lot of punches in my hand here. I want to do a bit of rescuing while I can. Also, this is pretty full. Now, does Black Bolt, if he goes in here, he's going to take a damage. Unless he can move out of there. Well, what we can do is we can play this. Let's have a look. It's a punch. Oh, that's a shame. Not much we can do with that. Alright, maybe I should be waiting until there's thugs and civilians before I flip these over, hey? That would have been a more useful thing. Oh well, live and learn. Now, do I just rescue a civilian here? Or do I head over there? What's the, accelerates the villain turn. We don't really want that, do we? Oof. Let's head over here. We'll do a rescue. It means we're probably going to take a hit next turn, but it is what it is. Alright, so we'll put that there. We'll do one rescue. Okay. Now, Banshee. And I think think I will leave this until we might get some thugs there. Alright, Mr. Banshee. What did you just draw? I think you either just drew a punch or a wild. Because I think we've seen these other ones already. Now, could we do a stun? Would it be worth stunning one of these guys? I could stun her. It wouldn't be a very big start though. But I could stun her, although well, she's got double wild, so she could do a bit of business, so maybe this is worth it. Oh, but we'd be... No, okay. Attached to a villain or a henchman in your location. Next villain turn, their BAM is cancelled and the token is discarded. What I was thinking is playing this, stepping in, rescuing on the way through, landing here, stunning her. Problem being that the BAMs on the henchman will still go off and she does 2 damage. Yikes. I don't know if I want to take 2 damage with Banshee. What happens with the KO? She just sort of... I guess there's nothing here about KO, so she would just BAM again. Yikes. Is it worth taking another hit? Otherwise, what I could do is I could do a lot of damage against these thugs now. Yeah, let's maybe save that. Yeah, you know what? Okay, let's do it. So, where am I? I'm here. So I think what we'll do is I will rescue from this location. I'll step in here. I will punch. And then I'll do 2 damage here. 1, 2, 3. So this is a bit safer for overflows. We've got someone here who can take damage to prevent an extra master plan thing going. But yeah, we'll see. Alright. So Siryn has to draw a card. She's drawn Vocal Trance. Have we got one of these? No, we haven't. So let's have a look at this. Attach a stun token. Oh, that's another stun one. Okay. Is it the same thing? Attach a stun token to a villain or henchman. Ooh, in an adjacent location. Oh, bummer. If only I'd played something with a move. Okay. Well, I guess I can. Oh, she's got a punch. Oh no, she's got 2 punches. Okay, well, hold on. I was sitting here looking at this as if I had to play this card, but no. Okay, I was thinking because I could play this and stun Phage so he doesn't hurt Black Bolt, but then 2 punches are kind of going to waste there. So I think in this case, even if I played a move, I've got nothing to punch at the moment, so I'm going to do a bunch of rescuing, I think. Question is, where do I rescue? Oh, he's going to get hit by Lasher too, isn't he? Oh, that's a shame. Oh man, we're all going to get hit if I stay here. I only get to rescue 1. But if I step here, I'm going to get hit. If I step here, I'm going to get hit. I've also got this punch that I can't use on anything at the moment either. I could move twice, get up to here, punch this one, but I'm going to get hit twice there. I think maybe what I'll do... boy, actually that's not great, is it? What can I do? You know what? I actually don't think it's worth, because if I'm playing this, I'm only going to rescue one civilian. I don't think I want to use a double wild for that. So I think I might actually waste these punches, and it might be better to... Oh yeah, because look, Lasher is going to... Oh no. See, Lasher's going to hit him as well, isn't he? Well, I can only stun someone in an adjacent location. I feel like I've played this very badly this turn, but let's do this. So we'll stun Phage. At least that's one less damage coming Black Bolt's way. But I feel like I did not do a very good turn there. I didn't get much done, I don't think. Oh well. Let's see how we go. So Scream is going to... She's going to move 3. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yikes. So she's going to do a BAM. But the first thing is... Oh, no. Okay, what's going to happen here? At the end of this turn, play another Master Plan card. Because if I... Alright. Because I think I'm going to get KO'd. If I prevent this, I'm going to get KO'd, which is essentially another BAM, but at least it's not another entire card being played down. So I guess that's probably what I want to do. Yeah, so I'll take the damage. So Banshee's... Man, he's got good things too. Well, since we know we're going to lose all of our cards, I'll put the stun at the bottom. And then we know that... So he's prevented that from happening. The thing is, I don't know when I'm supposed to prevent it. Am I supposed to prevent it... Because she lands on it, that's supposed to trigger now, but then it says at the end of this turn you play the other card. A hero. So when does the hero have to decide? Anyway, it doesn't really matter, but... Alright, so then we know we're getting hit once. So that is 1 damage. Another one. So we'll put the wild at the top. Okay. Then... So that's the BAM. Then let's go around. So deals damage here, deals damage here, deals damage here. Now, he does not deal damage, so we'll get rid of that. He does deal damage over here, so he's going to take 1. Right, Black Bolt. Let's get rid of one of your... Yeah, let's get rid of one of your... Yeah, let's get rid of one of those, I guess. Okay. Or should we get rid of the hypersonic scream? No, we'll get rid of one of those, I think. Now, so he got hit, and he gets hit again. So that's where the KO comes in. Alright. And then the KO triggers another BAM. And deal 1 damage to one hero in her location, then place a crisis token on a henchman in her location if possible. So luckily, she now hits again, triggers a BAM, but she does not put another crisis token down. So that's, yeah, I think that's better. So she doesn't put crisis tokens down for either of those 2 BAMs that she did. It doesn't trigger additional henchman BAMs, luckily. But she is going to put some more civilians and a single thug out. There we go. Oh, we need more thugs, don't we? We've only got 1, 2, 3 on the board. Okay. Well, that was her turn. That was pretty eventful. Banshee is down for the count. Alright, Black Bolt, you're a little bit banged up here, but still going. Alright, he just drew Bond with Medusa, so that's the one that is not going to be super helpful. So if she were on the board, he'd be able to use her master plan cards, not master plan, her hero cards in the storyline as the previous card, or she could do some healing. Well, we can't do anything about this until she's under pressure. We can't do anything about these guys at all, so we've got to, I guess we try and do this. Matter, energy and manipulation. So we've got a move and a punch. Oh, that's all we can really do. Well, here we could do a rescue, I guess, potentially, if this is a thingy. So let's do that. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, and we'll do our punch. Oh, you know what we could do? Yeah, because we'll just do the single punch here. But this says, heroes in your location cannot take any damage until the beginning of your next turn. So we'll do that. So we'll trigger that one there. So let's put a little invulnerable sort of thing on him, maybe. Hopefully I'll remember that, and when she triggers her thing, that won't happen. So your location cannot take any damage at the beginning of your next turn. And if we can get other people to stand there, that'd be good, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get them that far. Alright, Banshee. Banshee's going to wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's got a double wild. He's got more of those stunning waves. He's got a move and a punch and a move. So while we've got the wild, let's do a bunch of rescuing, huh? I think that's the name of the game. So we will do this. We will go 1, rescue, rescue, I think. We are in a bit of danger from venom, but it is what it is. Okay. Anything else we can do there? I don't think so. No, okay. Right. Banshee. Banshee is going to draw a single move and a heroic there. Now, what has she got up her sleeve? She's been given a double wild by her dad, so she could sort of have a big turn here. She could kind of end up over there with Black Bolt, to be honest. Is that what we want, though? She could head through. She could do 2 movement and rescue 2 more civilians. Although if she only uses 1 movement, she could do a bit more than that, couldn't she? Let's do this. 1. And then 1, 2, 3. So she's used 1 movement. She's done 2 rescues and defeated 1 thug. Yep, and then she's here to prevent this. I don't think it's likely that she'll land here again, but I guess that's alright. She's going to take some damage from here, but that's alright. Okay, well, it is Scream's turn. Okay, this is a challenging little fight. Okay, so what have we got? We have, so Scream is moving 1. So we're getting a bit lucky here. She's not landing on symbiotes and eradicating them. So she is dealing a damage to Banshee though, so Banshee takes a hit. You know what, I think I'm going to put my move and punch there. Or do I want to keep that around for next round? There are going to be some more thugs out. No, that's okay. Alright. Then, because I want the punches for when we're trying to hunt her down. Then, so yes, I've taken 1 damage for her doing that. Then she doesn't put a crisis token down, which is lucky. But then all the bands trigger, so I'm going to take another damage here. Oh, maybe I saved that stunning one. Yep, there we go. So I've got 1 health left. That's fantastic. Good job. Now, yeah, so that was 1 damage. 2nd damage here. Then he's doing some damage. I'm protected by this, I believe, from that one. That's fine. Now he's going to do a damage over here. Okay, so Siryn takes her first hit. We'll put the move and punch at the bottom, I guess. Okay. So we do have a couple of thugs added here. Oh, hold on. Is that the right way? No, sorry. Thugs are added here and here. And there's a civilian added here. Okay. Alright, is that everything? I think that's everything. Yes, okay. Well, Mr. Black Bolt, what are you up to? Well, we've got to draw a card. We get a single punch. This is not very useful. It's not too bad though, is it? Question is though, do we save the punch for later? I think we might. Let's just use the movement because that's all we really need. I will I could get out of danger, couldn't I? Or do we just take the hit? See, if we get KO'd next, then she's going to put whichever one of these guys she lands on, she's going to take them straight out. Ooh. So maybe I shouldn't be cavalier here. Banshee can probably deal with the... Yeah. Banshee can probably deal with the thug. Do I step this way instead? Playing that. If I play this one. So I use wild as a move. Rescue 1. The punch goes to waste. Maybe I play this one. Just see what it does. Ooh, a wild. You know what I think I'm going to do with that wild? I think I'm going to move here to be safe, because I don't really need to race this at the moment. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, Banshee. So Banshee, you are going to draw a card. Sonic Blast. Interesting. Oh, that's very interesting as well, isn't it? I think what I might do in this case is attach the stun token to Shriek or Scream, then step here with my move and do a single punch here. Yep, okay. Then Siryn is going to do what? What is she going to do? I've given myself a movement. Are we going to take care of this thug here? I suppose taking care of the thug. Oh, why did I think this was safe? Maybe instead he will stay there. I keep forgetting this guy hits into this spot as well. So maybe I put the token on. I think this guy was here, wasn't he? Was he here? I think what I'm going to do is step in and do that and put the token down here. Right. In which case it probably would have been better for him to come over here. He would have been able to do a lot more. Alright. Still begs the question, what's she going to do? I think she might punch. And step in. So, yeah. What am I planning to do that? Punch and step in there. So if she wants to do that, she has to play... I might play that. So she punches with the wild and steps in. That way I can save some move and punches and stuff for later. I can see what I need to do with that. Okay, so these are pretty good in theory. I think I've sort of prevented a lot of damage. Unless she lands right on me, then someone's going to take a hit, right? Or we're all going to take a hit. Yeah, oh, let's find out. What's she up to? Oh, wouldn't you know it? She's going exactly there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. She hits each, is it? Deal 1 damage to... Oh no, to 1 hero in her location. Okay. And she's putting a crisis token down on Lasher. So Siryn's got 2 and Black Bolt's got 2. Well, the bond with Medusa isn't very useful, is it? So let's get rid of that. Okay. Then we go around and do the BAMs. So he hits on either side. Doesn't land there. He does damage to no one there. He gets blocked. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Apologies. Banshee is not going to... Sorry guys. Banshee will instead, because I was thinking this guy, but I can do it here, but this is unpreventable. So what we will do instead, I will... yeah, sorry guys, that's probably cheating, but I knew... if I'd read that properly and knew that this was unpreventable, I wouldn't have done that. So I feel like that's fair enough. So only thing there is one of these guys wouldn't have been rescued. I think he would have just... But that's a bit of a waste of his turn, isn't it? But oh well. Okay. So so she's doing the BAM. She's going around here. So yep. He doesn't attack. He attacks. Yep, I think we're all good there. Okay, so she puts out one of these here, and then she puts 2 of these. Ooh, your island is full up again now. Alright. Yikes. Okay, things are getting a bit dicey. It's time for Black Bolt, I think. He's got a move and a heroic, so it's time to get cracking on that, I think. Where are you, Black Bolt? You're over here. Well, let's do. You're gonna. If you get hit either way, you're in trouble now, aren't you? So it doesn't really matter where you go. The problem is we're going to have so many overflows here, like so many KOs, because they're all all about to get hit, aren't they? We could just stay here, I guess. Yeah, I might do that. I might actually just stay there. Because if I can go, I can do a lot of damage to Venom if I use that hypersonic scream, like in this location, maybe next turn. Do I rescue the other guy though? You know what I might do? I might step in, rescue this guy just to stop the overflow, and then step back in with the wild to stay safe in this spot. Alright. Banshee draws a card. Alright, Banshee. Oh, now this is interesting. I could do this. I could move in. Before I move in, actually, I'll rescue. That now makes Venom vulnerable. She is under pressure though. I can step in, punch, and then do 2 damage in an adjacent location. So we'll do that. Okay, but unfortunately that now means that Scream gets to go again. Banshee is going to get hit. Oh well. Let's see what happens. So she's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. So Agony is gone. So that goes there. Alright, then we go do the BAM. So we have a BAM happening here, BAM happening here, which means Banshee gets taken out. Okay. Now that causes another BAM effect, so deal damage to a hero in her location, then add a crisis token on a henchman in her location, so that's okay. It's not too bad. Then he deals damage and he deals damage. Okay, I think we're good. Then we get a thug, oopsie, and we get a couple of civilians. Now the problem here is I think we've got our first overflow. Yep. We've got an overflow here which accelerates. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good. Where's my accelerate token? There it is. Yikes. Okay, so whose turn is it? Siryn's turn, I think. Alright, so we need to try and get cracking here. If we do a... Let's try and stop overflows from happening too. So, what have we been given? We've been given a move, no, a punch. So we can try and make this... I guess we just go for this, I think. 1, 2, 3. And unfortunately that's all we can do. I don't think we're even allowed to achieve this mission here, because this is not really our mission, so that's not good. But we have now made the villain vulnerable, but first we have to take care of Venom. Alright, the bad news with that is it's now going to be Scream's turn. I was hoping that Black Bolt could somehow step in and use that hypersonic scream, but it isn't to be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be bad. What's this? Sonic Knife. Move counterclockwise to the next location with a henchman other than Venom. Uh-oh. If there are no heroes... Okay, yeah, so... That's not good. So Riot takes a crisis token. If there are no heroes in Scream's location, place a crisis token on the henchman. Then bam, so then she does another crisis token that gets rid of Riot. So that's 2 of the symbiotes gone now. All of a sudden she's ramped up. Then let's keep going with the BAMs. Nothing there. Siryn is going to take another hit here, so we'll lose the single heroic. Yep, that's it. And then she's going to put down... Oh no, she does it again. Okay, that's not great. Oh, hold on. Oh no, sorry, I'm reading that wrong. That goes 1 here, 1 here. Oh, thank goodness, but it's still pretty close to an overflow. Okay, yikes. Alright, so... Yeah, we got lucky there with the overflow, I guess. Alright, time for Black Bolt. Oh, now see, I've got a good card here, but I'm going to play this one. Let's move in. We can't really do much with the punch, but we will fire 3 shots against a single target in an opposite location. So there goes Venom, gets blasted. Okay. So yeah, we'll put that under there. Alright. Yikes. Only 2 more of these guys left, and one of them's got a thing on there. Well, at least we get another turn with Banshee. Where is Banshee? So Banshee can actually now start to damage Scream if we can. What have we got to do? We've got to do 6 damage. 1, 2, 3. He's a bit far away, and I've given him not much here. Okay, so we've drawn a bunch here. Attach a stun token to a villain or henchman. That might be our best course of action. Either that or trying to stop overflow from happening. Well, he's going to deal damage to these 2, isn't he? So let's maybe play this. Let's step in and stun Lasher. Protect these guys for a little bit. But now it is Scream's turn. So she's going to... Oh no, she's going to end up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's as far away as possible. She's going to do a BAM. Luckily she doesn't hit anyone there. That's good. Oh no, these guys are going to still do damage though, aren't they? To each hero in this location. Yeah, okay. So Black Bolt gets taken out. And so does Siryn. Oh goodness. So that's 2 more BAMs, but luckily there's no more stuff happening. Okay, well that was a bit of a wasted... oh man, that was a waste, wasn't it? Because I didn't think of that. There's no point stopping him. I should have actually cleared some civilians or something with his turn. And then she's going to put 1, 2 down and a thumb here. Yikes. Well... Whose turn is it now? Must be Siryn's turn. Okay. 1, 2. Because I don't think the BAM... Don't think the KOs did anything extra there, did they? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What can we do? Where are we? We're all the way on the other side. Oh, this could be alright. Ah, if only we had action tokens. Adjacent location. Let's see. Who's going next? Black Bolt. I could just try and stop some overflow. So maybe I go here. She moves, but then she's probably going to come around here. I'm going to be far away again. 1, 2. I can damage each thug in an adjacent location, so I can just do that. Then I can rescue at least one civilian from here. Is that any good? And then Black Bolt, what can you do, my friend? 2, 3, 4. I could have maybe tried to stop the... here we go. Ooh. What's this going to do? If I get... That's not going to get me anywhere. That'll just get me to that location. I could play a double wild. I might save that. We've got these as well, but I think what I might do is leadership. Since I can't really do anything to Scream at the moment, what I'm going to do is distribute 2... So I might just try and give a bunch of punches to our characters here. Yeah. Let's give one to Banshee. And let's give one to Siryn, I guess. Yep. Yep. Okay, then he can do a wild and a move. Where's he going to go? So if he stays here, he's going to get hit. Was I supposed to take some more damage over here? No, I don't know. Let's see. Reveal the top card of Master Plan deck. Oh, that's maybe not bad. Yeah, let's maybe step here. And with one wild, well, let's do a rescue. And then we can look at the top card of the Master Plan deck and put it at the bottom if we like. So a 2. A 2 would mean going here, which would mean that no damage is being caused. It would mean that Banshee's 2 locations away though. Has he got the movement together? He's got a move and a punch. He's been given a wild. So he could get there and do a little bit of damage. And who's going after? It'd be Siryn. Siryn is pretty close as well. So that's not too bad. What about overflow? Ah, it'd be causing an overflow. So we'd only get Banshee's turn. Apart from that though, it's not too bad. Trouble is... yeah, I think we'll leave it. I think we'll leave that on top, which means that's the next card being played. So now I'm wishing I'd given Banshee both punches. Alright, so she's going to go 1, 2. She's gonna... Oh, what happened? Oh, Black Bolt's cards are over here. What are we going to do with you, Black Bolt? We'll lose this single wild. And then there's no tokens going down. So then he's going to do damage here. He's going to do damage on the other side. Okay, here. Right. So then I have to put 2 civilians here and 1 thug here. And that's going to cause an overflow here, which means I think that the turn gets accelerated. Is that right? Accelerated. Yep. Okay, here we go. That's not great. So, Banshee. Have to do as much as you can, buddy. Now let's draw a card here. Whoop, that's not great. Alright, this is not a good hand for later in the game. So we're going to move twice. 1, 2. We are going to do a punch and a punch. That's 2 damage. 4 left on Scream. Okay, oof, it's getting close. And let's see, it's now Scream's turn again, unfortunately, but before it is her turn, this is one of the reasons I'm like, oh, this is not a bad spot to be in. I mean, it's not a great spot, but we can now check this card, because we've ended our turn here. So this says 3. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. Ooh. We can't stop that, and then she'd get to play another card at the end of the turn. She'd get 2 turns. Is that a bad thing, though? If she ended here, she's not adding anything more to these guys. And then... I mean, there could be more overflow and stuff going on over here. I think well, let's let it play out. I don't know, how many turns has she got? Oh, she's only got a few there. Just don't know if I've got the capacity to get to her and do any damage. But I'm hoping if she goes again, she'll end up closer to Siryn. But if she does one of those backtrack ones where she goes back here, she'll not only take care of him, but yeah, I don't know. The thing is, if she goes, if we gamble and she ends up going here, I mean, that's bad luck for us. But if we let her play this, and then we're still gambling on where she's going to go, then we've gambled but we've spent 1 extra card. So maybe we don't play this one. Maybe we put this one at the bottom. Oof, I don't know. Alright, let's see. Where's this go? This goes over here. Should we gamble? Let's gamble. Alright. Oh no. Alright, well, yeah. This would have been bad either way. Okay. So, she is moving... Oh, she's moving clockwise though. Oh. Oh, this is bad because it means... Phage is the one that gets hit twice. Yeah. Okay. And then... Okay, that's not great. But, because now this one's only got the 1, right? But we are a bit closer for Siryn, I guess. That's the one upside. We get 2 thugs here and a single civilian here. Can we take her out? I don't know. 4 damage. Can we do it? She's 2 away. What have you got, Siryn? You've got... Oh, we could stun her. Oh, no. Okay. So... Well, who's coming next? Black Bolt. And Black Bolt's pretty close. I think we can do it. I was thinking Black Bolt's got the double wilds. He's got a move and a punch. So... Because we can play the move here. We can get to her and play 2 punches. Yeah, that should be enough. That should be enough. Alright. Ooh, close one. I was thinking, oh, do we step here with the vocal trance and stun her in an adjacent location. But then we're not doing any damage to her, but we're preventing her from being able to stop Lasher there. But I think we'll do this. Alright, so moving in, 1, 2. We'll rescue a civilian along the way. Yep. And then we will do a couple of punches. So that's 2 more damage. And, oh my goodness. Black Bolt is going to get to go next, and we will play. Let's see what he would have drawn. Ooh, matter and energy. We won't worry about that one. We will do this one, and that will be enough to take out our good friend Scream there. And we just got there in the end. That was a close one. Boy, oh boy, she was rough. That was very scary. I should have put another one of these down here too. It was one, we were 1 away from her achieving her goal. Boy, oh boy, that was really tough. She was scary the whole way through. Oh man, boy, oh boy, she was a very tricky fight. Like all of these different henchmen and having to sort of like deal with them and know that you couldn't take them out yourself, so you kind of had to always be at risk of getting hit by them. I really hope I haven't. There's one of those ones it's quite confusing, or it's an easy one to make a mistake in, because there's so many different henchmen all doing different things, and you know, with Lasher being next to this guy and then being next to this, and there were lots of little opportunities for me to make a mistake and miss someone getting hit when they should have got hit and all that sort of stuff. So I hope I haven't messed anything up too bad. I know there were a couple of times that happened, but I think we caught most of it. Hopefully all of it. But yeah, it made for a really challenging fight, and having to sort of like think about keeping myself in a position to get rid of Venom as soon as I could once I got one of these done, so putting her under pressure. So putting her under pressure meant that Venom could get hurt. Then finishing off the civilians, the thugs, then also meant that we could take her out. Yeah, tricky. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. She was a really tough one. Like, she didn't feel too different. Like, the rules didn't feel like they were broken too much. It's just that within the bounds of the rules, it was quite an interesting fight. So yeah, very cool. So I quite liked Scream. She was a good one. Looking forward to trying some more of the guys from the Maximum Carnage set. I'm quite enjoying that set in terms of the individual villains. I don't tend to play a lot of the Sinister Six style battle, but I've enjoyed Doppelganger. It was quite a fun fight, and very different fight as well. And Scream certainly was a lot of fun. So I'm interested to try out like Shriek now, and some of those others. I forget, was Scorpion in that set as well? I don't know. But Morbius as well. Yeah, looking forward to sort of trying out those different guys. So yeah, very fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya. Meep Monkey out.